Greetings everyone, Brett here with Hammerhead Model Making, and we are back with another 5-minute review. And first off, I must apologize for my voice. I'm getting over a cold, so bear with me here. But today we're going to be looking at the 1/48 scale Airfix Hawker Sea Fury. And this kit is one that I bought purely on the box art. The Royal Australian Navy markings on this just, to me, they really do something for me. I didn't know much about the kit going into this, other than just that I wanted to get the markings, but the thing that I initially noticed was the different colored plastic than what I was expecting. It's a little bit darker, and I don't know, just this kit feels like the details are much more sharp overall than other more recent Airfix releases. So I don't know if if something was done differently with this kit or not. It's got panel lines, does not have a whole bunch of rivets. It has a few areas with some raised rivets. I really especially like the detail on the wheels. That tread pattern is definitely unique and stands out quite a lot. You get a lot of options in this kit, like you do with many Airfix kits. One thing that I have noticed, that, and this is throughout the kit, is there appears to be some rather inconvenient placed ejector pin markings, like inside the wheel wells, inside the landing gear doors, things like that. Some of these might get covered up eventually, I'm not sure, but there's enough there that I take note of it. You do get the option in this kit for folded or straight wings. You get multiple different options for ordnance. You get movable control surfaces. One thing I do particularly like is the drilled out exhaust stubs here. That is a nice touch. I might drill them out just a little bit more just to kind of thin the walls of those a little bit, but other than that, like out of the box, that's not bad. You do get a lot of rockets, which is pretty cool. Like this would look really neat completely loaded up. And you, in fact, you also get the rocket assist takeoff packages that would fit underneath the aircraft. So you got some neat options here, and obviously you can do a host of different decal options if you want, you know, from aftermarket and whatnot. So definitely a good bang for your buck in this kit. You do get some like sidewall detail, cockpit details. Looks not bad, not like super crazy, but not bad. So here's all the wing structures. Like I mentioned, you do get folded wings or extended wings to your choice. You get American style bombs, you get British style bombs. So definitely could have some fun with this in terms of like a diorama setting, or just, you know, with the multitude of options. Clear parts are pretty basic. You do get a front windscreen, a canopy, a landing light, and then what appears to be the navigation lights on the wingtips. The clear parts feel a little thick to me, but the clarity is pretty good and the distortion's not too bad. So overall, I give the clear parts a pass. Decals look pretty nice. In register, I can't find any issues with it. Very, very, very minimal carrier film. You do get a lot of stencils in this kit, and you get decals for 3 different marking options, which is pretty nice. So you definitely have some options, and I know that they also have a different Reebok or a different boxing of this kit that has different options or different markings. So you get a sheet included that calls out all of your stencil decals placements, and then finally we'll take a look at the instructions. And as you would expect, starts in the cockpit, builds up the fuselage. You do have to make some decisions early on if you're going to do the folded wings or the extended wings, because you have these big chunky pieces that go into the wing structure if you're doing the straight wings. Otherwise, you have other parts that go in if you're doing the folded wings. You do have optional parts for lowered or raised landing gear, and then all of the different drop tanks, bombs, rockets, it's all in there. So we have a Royal Navy paint scheme, a racer paint scheme, and then the Royal Australian Navy paint scheme. So yeah, I think this looks like a pretty decent kit from Airfix, and definitely one that I think would be interesting to get in the display case at some point. Definitely really leaning towards that Royal Australian Navy scheme. And yeah, so thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next video. Take care, everyone. Bye.